Hi, I'm Stacey Hyde and I'm back for another episode of Better Financial Health in 15 Minutes or Less. And today I'd like to talk about student loans. As you may have heard, with this budget act to raise the debt ceiling, one of the items in there was an end to the pause on student loan debt payments. What that means for you is if you have student loan debt out there that you've not been paying on in the last 3 years, somewhere around end of August, September, October, they haven't come out with the exact date yet, you're going to be expected to resume paying. So what I would encourage you to do is, one, make sure you know how to access your account. Go in there, look if you were on an income-driven repayment plan, and particularly if your income is lower now or you have kids now, things of that nature, you want to go ahead and update that, because as soon as people start getting bills, you know the customer service lines are going to be overwhelmed. So go ahead and get in front of it. Now, if the reverse is true, if your income has gone up dramatically, just wait it out, because they will get to you eventually, but you might as well pay the smaller amount at least until they contact you. The other thing that is available is there's now what's called a Fresh Start program. So if you've had student loans and you were in default, that means that you're no longer allowed to get student loans to help you finish that degree, which could be the reason that you're in default, because you didn't finish the degree. And it also takes off that negative note on your credit report from being in default on student loans. So there is some good information there. If you go to studentaid.gov, so studentaid.gov, and the program is called Fresh Start. You can call and request that, but you do need to know who your servicer is, and you will need to apply for that and go and find a new servicer, and you'll actually have to start making payments. There are requirements that you must make a good faith effort, like paying 9 out of 10 payments on time to stay out of default. But it is a good thing, especially if you're working for a governmental entity or in a school system, some not-for-profit that might cause you to qualify for student loan forgiveness, because if you're in default, you cannot qualify for student loan forgiveness. So that's another reason to explore that. So there's a lot of reasons to not try to just ignore this and act like it's not going to happen. For most people, what I would encourage you to do is get access to your account, see what your payments are, and start setting that money aside right now as though you were having to make the payments. But don't make the payments. Use those to build your emergency fund, to pay off a credit card debt that's been out there, because you're gonna have to make these payments starting in about 90 days, and so you want to not be shocked by it. And yes, there's, what about student loan forgiveness? President Biden's plan, that is with the courts right now. We don't know how that resolution will be made, but I think it's important, particularly if you owe more than that or you didn't qualify anyway, go ahead and you can make extra payments now, or since interest rates are higher, go ahead and put that in a savings account at one of the high yield savings accounts, earn 3.94% or more on that money, and then you even can use the interest to pay toward your student loans that have not been accruing any interest. So that's my advice to you, is to be proactive. Go ahead and look at it. Don't be surprised, because if you need to update your address, update your email, get access to your account, go ahead and do it now before these loan servicers are completely overwhelmed with everybody trying to do it at once. It's not going to be any fun. It's going to be frustrating. And so now you've got a window of opportunity to go ahead and take these steps. Thanks for tuning in. Good luck. And this has been another episode of Better Financial Health in 15 Minutes or Less.